Hey everyone, it's Sabrina. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back. I am going to do some projects with the Story Kit evening, and I have 3 stories planned out. Took me forever. I don't know why, but it did. I think it's a lot to do with that I don't take a lot of pictures in the evening. I'm trying to get better, and I also just had a lot of fun digging through my hard drives to find photos to support evening stories. So I wound up with 3, like I said. One of the ones was very easy. I'm just going to document being a night owl, and I will stick it in my 8.5 by 11 album. I have 2 other photos that I found to support that. I may have to print the photos again. I was having trouble with my printer. Another one that I'm going to do is reading in bed with my daughter. I have that photo, and then I found this one from a really long time ago. This one's much more recent. So I have those, and I'm going to do a pocket page for that one. And these will both go in our family 6x8 story album. And then this one is documenting more of the bedtime routine then and now. Like I have this photo. And then I have a really old photo with like my newborn daughter and then my son right there. So this is a really long time ago. So I'm just kind of compare and contrast from now where basically I put my daughter to bed and I follow her process because it just helps ease her worries a little bit. So I still read to her and I just follow along and help her, and I don't have to help my son nearly as much. But bedtime is still exhausting. So I am going to document these 3 stories, and I hope you guys enjoy seeing them come to life. All right, I'm going to switch over to voiceover. Okay, I'm going to start with the up late night owl reading, and I am going to quickly realize that I do not have all the pieces and I can't stand the photos. They just look off to me, so I'm going to reprint them. I also printed this top border, I don't know why, but I printed it in 3 pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and print out a pink plain border so that way I can kind of cover up how wonky it is up top because it was just going to bug me forever. So I am going to try to cut it with an X-Acto knife to make it a little straighter, but I don't think that worked. So I'm just going to move on to the bedtime routine. I have kind of a different design with the 3x4 vertical and then a horizontal. And I tried to die cut the PM with my Cameo, and I just didn't like how, I guess, with the distressing, there was a lot of like slashes in the PM. So I just printed it out, fussy cut it. It worked great. And I also used my Cameo to cut out a bunch of circles to do kind of a circle theme with this spread, and I love it. This is such a great color scheme and patterns for this project. And like I said, I dug through my hard drive, and I just chose words that I knew that Google Photos would find. Words like couch or blanket, or I would search by person. That way it wasn't too broad of a category to find photos. Now right here, I just finished gluing on stories. I cut that out with the Cameo, and then now I'm going to start adhering the photos. I have some on the right that are much more recent, and the ones on the left are obviously from a long time ago. The one with my daughter, that was still the point at which I was like holding on to her shirts. That way she would be stable on the counter, especially if I was leaning back to take a photo of the crazy shenanigans that were going on. Lots of singing and dancing, and of course, that time passed so quickly. So at the bottom, I fussy cut out in the evenings, and I just laid it across like a banner, and I really like how that came together. And I also got the puffy stickers as an add-on, so I'm going to go crazy with those and add a bunch all over the place, and then I'll add in the journaling later on. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next page, which is a pocket page for documenting more bedtime routine, but this time from the aspect of reading with my daughter. I've done it since she was little, so I am going to document that. Right here, I am going to glue on Sleep Tight because I'm going to put that on the left side in the bottom corner because there was some negative space, and I was able to obviously cut those out with my Cameo, and I love how they turned out. Okay, so once again, I used Google Photos to search bed, and I was able to find some photos. Now, mind you, I've heard that in their privacy terms of agreement that they own your photos, so that's kind of weird. I need to look into that, but for right now, Google Photos helps me find things very quickly when I need to do these story type layouts. So I'm going to make a cluster on this 3x4 card. It's not going to go the way I want it to go, but that's okay. I wind up tearing the star, and I'm just going to cover it up with a puffy sticker in a little bit, and then I'm going to cluster around 3 other circles, sleep tight, a dotted star, and then a lighter colored blue circle with like the twinkling stars. So just 3 different die cuts that I have that I just clustered around and kind of made a messy cluster. This older photo of my daughter in her toddler bed, it's so priceless, and I make a little cluster there with a few die cuts and then a puffy sticker. Okay, so I printed out my journaling on clear sticker paper. Obviously, I added a bunch of stuff onto it to make it a full sticker page, and now I can cut it. And then I didn't realize that when I kind of shrunk the journaling card to match the size of the photo, I didn't realize I remembered that I did that. So I wound up with one word that didn't fit. So I was going to put it at the bottom, but I didn't like that. So I'm just going to put it over on the side, and it'll be fine. It'll be great. And then this one, I have sweet dreams. I added a little border at the top, and then I just kind of talked about how our reading has kind of evolved over the years, and I could have gone on and on probably, but I had a lot of fun documenting this story, and I'm so glad it is down on paper and, documented with these sweet photos. So I have a little cluster up at the top, and then another one and some puffy stickers, and that will finish up this pocket page. And now I will go back to the story about myself, and like I said, I printed out that pink strip so that way I can put it up at the top and you won't notice how wonky, well, it's probably just wonky to me. I mean, that's how it is, right? When we do our own layouts, we see something that's wonky and we think it's wonky, but nobody else thinks it's wonky. So I put that pink strip there to make myself feel better, reprinted my photos, and then I'm going to have one main photo pop dotted and then 2 other photos that I found, and then I'm just going to create several clusters. Also, fussy cut out the up late. I didn't want the letters cut out by themselves because I felt like they would get lost if I just had individual letters. I liked the white backing of it. And then I have love my bed because I do love my bed. I just love reading in my bed, and I am going to build the clusters with the pinks and the yellows and the blues. I love this color scheme. And then, of course, I'll use some puffy stickers that have the gold. So again, just going with some clustering right above the love my bed with the stars and the circles and even a moon. And then I'll pop dot a few as well. And then I have my title up late. And then I'll put another cluster down at the bottom right of that smaller photo. And then lastly, a small cluster down at the bottom left of the layout. And at the bottom of the layout, I will hand journal. I decided not to type it out because I've done this story before, and so, I mean, there's not too much to say. I love documenting my night owl habits. I've been that way since a little girl, so it's just another way to document that. So adding in all of my puffy stickers and then my journaling lines, and I will be done. And I will have 3 stories all about evening bedtime routines and reading at night, and I just love how they all came together. All right, a few more puffy stickers and I'm done. I gotta stop with all those puffy stickers, and I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing all of these layouts come together in 3 different ways and 3 different stories. I would love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you are new to my channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.